My first job in the public service was in journalism.
If the public sector unions did not get the message during the border control debate, the Prime Minister is making himself clear once again.
Stop it. It is not your job to tell the government how to run government. You are a component of government. And so saying that you don't like this project or you don't like that project, that is for the electorate of this country to determine when the election comes.
So the majority of people, Mr. Speaker, who, if you want to say, is making a sacrifice.
I say to them, do not bite the hand that feeds you.
Billions of dollars have been lost.
75% cut, 50% cut.
The Economic Development Minister says the situation requires sacrifices on the part of all. He warned that if the public sector trade unions refuse to cooperate, the government may have to enact legislation to have them accept its proposal.
The reality is that you need a more lean public service. Now, what are the options available to us? The unions refuse to guide their members to take the deferred payment. Then the next thing is you go to Parliament, you legislate a cut. Or do you restructure the entire public service?
The public sector unions say the government's offer is one that their members are unable to accept and say they expect their full salaries in cash come the end of the month.
Will St. Lucia's cabinet of ministers consider adjustments to their own salaries even if civil servants do not agree to the current bond swap proposal?
I cross that bridge when I get it, but what I have deliberately done and what Cabinet has done is to not take the lead. So I don't want anyone to believe that Cabinet is attempting to influence the union workers. Cabinet is prepared to take 75% in bonds and 25% in cash if in fact the other union workers take 50 and 50.
So, imagine the President said that civil servants have to take a 50% cut. A reporter asked him if he'll take a cut first. You know what he say? No.
That's when these things matter. This is when they matter the most, is when you're in government. And it's the decisions that you make and the policies that you adopt, Mr. Speaker.
And I'm putting tremendous pressure on the civil service, who are not, I don't think, are being disobedient, but they themselves have lost how to think.
Madam Speaker, the professional consultancy represents less than 1% of the estimates of the expenditure. Procurement of professional consultants, the procurement of professional consultants services is not uncommon for a new government on assuming office. To get an independent assessment of the state and the economy, to seek advice on the reforms a government wishes to implement. Much has been said about Ernst & Young, a company of international and regional repute in financial services. Madam Speaker, the agenda for budget reform is well known.
Good evening, sir.
And as Permanent Secretary, well, both of Commerce, you have been, and you have also been in the Ministry of Finance, I think?
No, not finance.
Tourism.
Tourism, sir.
Tourism, sorry.
And labor.
Titus, I'm looking at the Ernst & Young, where, as the Permanent Secretary, you're responsible for the preparation of the budget and bringing Ernst & Young to do the budget, ignoring public servants at the highest level entirely, and having Ernst & Young to prepare the budget, spending in the process something close or over $43 million over the period of time. Do you think that this was good spending? But not only that, after that was done, we found out there were quite a number of errors in those statements prepared by Ernst & Young. And the very public servant that we ignored had to go back and fix that. Would you justify that kind of spending from a leader who just imposed Ernst & Young on the public servants? And I'm sure you'll appreciate that you were the ones and the other public servants who were entirely responsible for the preparation of the budget, the annual budget for the state. Well, what is your position on this?
All right, sir. All right.
Good spending?
Yeah, I think I got your question, sir. If you don't.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So,
The decision to have had the entity prepare the estimates of expenditure was a decision of the Prime Minister, and he had reason at the time to consider going in that direction. I would think that question really should be placed squarely with him, so that he can give not just perhaps the superficial reasons I believe, but what else was going on in his mind at the time he took that decision.
Alain Chastanet further cautioned civil servants, putting them on notice.
Tonight, we must declare war.
We, the United Workers' Party,
Anybody who tries to take advantage, and I'm putting the civil servants on notice,